Hey guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Before I start, make sure you all subscribe to my channel and click the bell and follow all my social medias, which are in the description. But yeah, today I'm doing a revision video because I know that exams, GCSEs are all coming up. So because I took my GCSEs last year, personally I was really happy with how they went. You can check out my results video here. If you want the full thing, but I basically got all 5s and above in everything. With my highest was an A star in English Lit, which I'm gonna do like a video on just that. But today is just a few tips on how to like actually just pass. That was my thing. I just wanted to pass, and a few things that really helped me were what I'm about to tell you. So yeah, that's the pen lid. Oh well. But the first thing I'm gonna say is, if you want to pass and like do well, you're just going to have to accept that you're going to have to work. Unless you're like, I don't know, one of those people who's just like super brainy, like you don't have to do any work and you still get A's. Like, you're going to have to work hard, but you have to keep in mind that it is literally no more than like say 2 months of your life, and it goes so fast. I know so many people who have not like revised and they regret it now. That you just need to accept that you're gonna have to work hard if you want to do well. But number one is take advantage of your free time. So I literally revised whenever I could. On my lunch breaks, all my friends would be down like just chilling together, but I would go to the library to revise. If I ever had a free lesson, then some of the people in my class would literally just like sit there, have a good time with their friends, which is what I would have done like in every single of the year except year 11. Say if your teacher, in form time, our teacher gave us just free time to revise. Obviously people didn't, but I took advantage of that and I literally revised. You're gonna run out of time in the end. You're gonna be like, okay, I've got all this to do and the exam's tomorrow, so like just take advantage of your free time. If your teacher's giving you time to revise, just trust me. The next thing that really helped me was watching these videos. I downloaded the app Snap Revise, and it was for science, and it literally it has all the different boards for higher and foundation. I did foundation for science, and it like goes through everything so well. Here's a little clip of what Snap Revise is.
Homeostasis is that it's a regulation of the internal conditions of a cell. The active side of the enzyme might change.
So I was watching this and like paused, then wrote down my notes, and I just basically wrote down notes from every single video in like full form. And then I also watched Mr. Bruff on YouTube. If you're doing English Lit, it depends what board I think, but he does English Lit. He goes through every single poem like in really great detail. He gives you some like language in English language advice as well, but it's mainly like the poems. He is like a genius on. He shows you like how to get those top marks in the poems, and it's actually quite easy. You just have to think outside the box really, but he like shows you how, and they really helped me with my poems. So yeah, basically Mr. Bruff, Snap Revise. Another one is take breaks. You're probably like, oh yeah, you're just kind of jumping on the bandwagon, like take breaks. I probably took bigger breaks than I should have. It was the day before my biology. All right. It was the day before my biology exam and paper 1, and we had a rehearsal for the CBBC Summer Social, and I went to that rehearsal because you need to like live a little, because otherwise your head is going to be battered. You will batter your head literally. You need breaks and you need to have fun in between like revision. And also it was the night before my English Lit exam. I literally went for a photo shoot with my sister and her boyfriend Nathan because he's like a photographer, and then I also went to my auntie's. We had like dinner there, and I took my revision, so like while dinner was getting made I read through my notes and stuff, but I went and I revised when I was there. It was nice. I got to talk to like my family and stuff, and it does just like clear your head a bit before you can get back into the zone. So yeah, definitely take breaks, otherwise you will get yourself frustrated. It's like literally there was a few times when I just had like a mental breakdown because I tried to go do something over and over and it just wasn't going in. But then I found if you take, my mum was like, hey, have a break, and then when I went back to it, it was actually easier. So take breaks. The next one is the flashcards. So everyone says to make flashcards, and when I was watching revision videos, I was like, flashcards just don't work. But this is how I use them, and I binned off every single revision thing that I had. I got my results and I was like, okay, bye, put them in the bin. But I found these in my bag, and then I also found a few of these. So this was I made, mine aren't very cool because I had to make them myself, but this was chemistry paper 1, and there's only a few, I don't know where the rest of them are. This is basically just like, one of them is just like a definition of diatomic molecules. So basically, once I'd done snap providers for science, I'd written out every single like note thing in full. I would then go through it and write down in simple form, not in like loads of detail. Because I was doing foundation, if you just know the brief outline of everything, you're gonna pass. You don't need to go like know loads of detail. Obviously, if you're higher, that's different, but I wasn't. So with science, I would usually write down a question on the front, and then I would read the question, answer it in my head, then turn it over and see if I got it right. And then these are for English. Apparently they're English language tips. You have like question 1, question 2, because you have like different questions and you need to know certain stuff. So let's see what was question 2. Apparently it's summarising 2 texts. Higher marks look at the writer's use of humour, attitudes, blah, 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 blah. So just basically like simple little notes like that. Outside of the exam like room, I would literally go through them over and over and over, just reading the question and answering the question. And by the time I'd gone over them loads, I knew every single one in the pack. So then I went in confident. I was like, I know every single thing I need to know because I could answer every single one of them. So yeah, they really did help me and made me feel more relaxed when like I knew them. This one is kind of similar to the flashcards. This really helped me. So once I'd written out like the flashcards or my notes, I would like read them out and like explain it to myself out loud. I would like pretend that I was speaking to someone. Really dumb. If it was like science, I can't remember anything from science, but like I'd be like photosynthesis is where this happens and it's this add this equals this add this, and I can't remember it anymore. I would read it out into my voice notes as if I was like speaking to someone trying to explain it. And then on the way to school on the bus, I'd have my headphones in and listen to my own voice, basically listen to myself like explain it to myself, because it just really helped me. I did it with like poems and just everything really. So this is my voice notes, and there's a few poems at the bottom there, but then it mainly goes into science, as you can see, because science has so many topics. You'll see that I did do some like English things, like say for English language, like question 1 and question 2, I just like read the tips out to me. The next one is find a good place to revise. Now again, everyone says it, but it is actually really useful. So when I was trying to revise in class, it was harder because like I love a good talk, so I would get distracted quite easily and just speak to my friends. So I had to make sure I put my headphones in and I like blocked out everything else and just watch my little videos. But my favourite place to revise was in my room on my bed. Get my books, sit there like this. Literally like I had to be on my own. No music playing, like nothing. I just had to be on my own in a good quiet space. And it'll help you, especially if you're like someone who like gets distracted and talks a lot like me. So this next one you might not agree with, but I'm going to tell you anyway because you might agree. But it's basically don't set yourself a timetable, because life never goes to plan. You might have this timetable, like I have to have this and this done by the 17th of whatever. And like you might not get them done by then. And then you might stress yourself out and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so behind right now. Like I didn't get it done. I've ruined my timetable, and like you might just stress out and it'll send you S, literally. Like, if you don't stick to it, you will stress yourself out and be like, oh, I'm running behind. This is what I did instead of a timetable, but it's still similar. For science example, I keep using science, but I just don't care at this point. I wrote down every single topic, what was in every single topic. And, like, once I'd covered every topic, I would tick it off. Because, like, then you don't need, like, a time frame, if you get me. You could just do it as well as you can, and you can see on the paper, okay, I've got like 5 more to tick off, and you can gauge how long you think that's going to take you and be like, okay, let's aim for 2 more tonight, so that it's like it's a bit more free, if you get me. Because like I know if I had a timetable and I didn't stick to it, I would get so frustrated with myself. It would stress me out like so much, because if I didn't complete something that day, put it on another day, but then that day is too full, and then like I would just get really stressed. So people might work well with the timetable though, so that's why like you might not agree with that one, but it's fine if you don't agree. So that's basically it for this video. Like, I'm gonna go into more detail with the English lit, how I revised for that one, because I'm just gonna say it. I revised maybe 2 nights. I literally revised 2 nights for my English lit. Got an A-star. So yeah, if you want me to make a video like in detail on how I actually did that, because it's actually so simple, then just let me know. So I will happily. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to my channel right here. Check out my results video to see like exactly what I got. And check out every other one of my videos as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. My social medias are in the description, so go check them out. Bye.